Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, and Nathan is currently at a wedding with his wife. They left this morning. Kendall and I spoke in Northeast Kansas last night. His wife's family is actually from Northeast Kansas, so they are spending the weekend there for Mother's Day. And so it's just Dad and I on the farm today. We got a lot of stuff to do. Starting out this morning doing chores, and then we're gonna work some cattle. We're gonna rake some hay, bale some hay, and we'll see what else the day brings. Alright, I already got the load loaded, so we're just gonna feed it out here. I've already fed another load, so this is the second load of the morning. We got about 5,000 pounds to feed out on this second load. So I'm gonna hook the GoPro up here, hopefully you guys can see. Saturday morning breakfast. Aren't you guys? Here we have our brand new baby calves. These were the last 4 born here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a few days ago, maybe a week ago, some of them. And so we are done calving for 2021 until the fall, of course. We have two cow herds, a herd that calves in the spring and a herd that calves in the fall. So these were our spring cows that calved, and now we can focus on planting our crops. Sorry it's so windy, as always. We finished planting corn on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. So we're done with corn. We're not moving on to soybeans just yet because here in Kansas, at least our part of Kansas, it gets too hot and dry in July, and you actually want to plant your soybeans and milo a little later because otherwise they will kind of burn up in July. So it's usually the later soybeans that do well. All right, Dad got started on working these. We're just giving them this shot here, and then this shot here, and then a implant to help them grow better, a nasal shot up their nose, and then a ear tag to go on the front of them. So get started doing this.
What is this? Steer.
All right, 60 head worked, and we're ready to move on to the next thing. All right, now that we are done working cattle, Dad is gonna back out the truck from the shed so we can get to the round baler, and I'm gonna hook on this Dodge pickup to the round baler, and we're gonna take it over to a field of just some kind of grassy cheat that we swapped. The field's quite a ways away over there, and the Kubota M7's already over there with what we swapped it with. And so we already have the tractor over in the field, so we're just going to take the baler behind the truck, so we don't have to bring the tractor way back here. It's probably 8 miles away. we got the baler hooked up to the pickup. The next thing I'm gonna do is grease the baler, because this will be the first time we've used it this year, since the fall. And then I'm gonna go grease the rake. We gotta rake the hay first, and then we'll bale it. Dad is hooking the bale trailer onto the semi. He's gonna unhook the pot, hook on the bale trailer, and then that'll be ready to go over there too. Because we're gonna bring some of these bales back that way, make a little more out of the trip. All right, got the rake greased, and then Dad got the trailer hooked up over there. We're gonna run home to Mom and Dad's house and eat lunch real quick, and then we're gonna head over to that field. Got the rake pulled down here, aired up one of the tires, and now we're gonna head over to the field that's about 8 miles away. Dad headed out with the pickup and the baler. I'm gonna bring the rake, and then we're gonna rake the hay and see if we can bale the hay, and then whichever one's done first, we'll come back with the truck, with the pickup that pulled the baler over there, and then get the semi and take the semi over to get the bales. This field's in the middle of nowhere. We're off gravel now. We're on a dirt road, looking over the Gypsum Valley here. All right, we made it to the field. There you can see Dad's hooking up the baler with the M7, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started raking. This is cheatgrass, which is essentially a weed that comes up on fields. So cheat is kind of like wheat, but it's a weed, but it has pretty good feed value, and so sometimes we'll chop some cheat instead of spraying it. In this case, since the field is so far away, we swathed it, and then we're going to bale it and use it for hay. So that's what we're doing here. This will be sprayed after we're done getting the cheat off of here, and then we'll plant sorghum on this whole field. So the cheat wasn't bad over here, so we didn't swath that. It was mainly just bad in this field, which it was wheat. I think it was 2 years before, and so I think that's probably why. But we just picked up this field, so we're still kind of getting the hang of it over here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Well, somehow blew a hydraulic hose on the way over here. I pulled it at the farm. There was no leak, and I guess going down the road, somehow the hose blew. So I have to figure that out. All right, so it turned out to be a pretty quick fix. We actually had some extra hoses on the back of this rake that control the width that we don't really use. So we were able to just use one of those hoses to plug into the hose that had a hole, and then we traced it up to the front, and it didn't take more than 5-10 minutes. So thankfully we didn't have to go get a new hose or anything.
Don't go around, but I'll do the camera.
Okay. All right, Dad finished raking, and he's brought the semi over, and he's gonna start putting bales on there. We're gonna take one load back to the farm, and then we're gonna put the rest on the side of the field. It's gonna be interesting to see if we beat the rain. It is starting to cloud up over there. I think the rain is forecasted at 7, and it's currently 5:45. So it's going to be a bit of a rush to beat the rain. Oh, Dad brought the, looks like Dad brought the back bale forks too. So he's going to have a double bale fork on the front and a double bale fork on the back. So he'll be able to move 4 bales at a time. I don't know if you can see all the hawks flying around, but there's Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hawks flying around looking for stuff. Just about done. Couple windrows left. I don't know if you can tell how dark it's getting, but it's looking promising for the rain. All right, I unhooked the baler, finished baling. Dad's got the whole this whole half of the field moved the bales off. I'm gonna take the semi down there, and we're gonna take a load from kind of the bales that are farthest away from the side of the field here. And then he's gonna give me a ride back to the M7 so I can help him move bales after that. All right, got the bale fork on the M7 and I'm gonna go help Dad finish up these last few bales. Well, we got it done. The whole field's cleared off. Dad's grabbing these last two. And then I'm gonna take this load back to the farm. And all the rest of them we put on the side of the field there. 105 bales in one afternoon. It took us, I think we started at 2 o'clock p.m. So 2 o'clock to 7, and it's supposed to rain at 8. So we had an hour to spare. All right, I'm here on my driveway looking north. The main storm is hitting Salina here. There's no tornadoes as part of this storm, but as you can see, it is a very intense storm. There's, they said $half sized hail on the radio, and I don't even know if we're gonna get any rain. It's kind of starting to cloud up over here. We might get a little bit, but the main storm is, I mean, they're getting crazy rain.